Hello, welcome back, Unsanctioned MMA. The middleweights are back in full effect. Derek Brunson got the win over Darren Till Saturday night in Las Vegas. And since Derek Brunson has been doing a whole lot of talking to people like Brent Okamoto and other people on the desk after the fight and saying he wants a title shot next. He wants his next fight to be for the Middleweight Championship. If we're looking at merit, if we're looking at the records and the rankings, it's hard to argue with that. Derek Brunson should be firmly in the title picture. I'm just not sure he's going to get the title shot next. First of all, we don't know when Izzy and Robert Whittaker are going to fight. They're going to fight, we don't know when. That fight is happening, we don't know when it's happening. But even more importantly than that, Derek Brunson has already been passed over a few times for championship fights. And he had to start asking himself why. Why is that? Why am I beating all of these people, but Israel Adesanya is not putting my name in the running for the championship match? And I think when you look at it, he brought up the fact that he basically laid out the blueprint to beat Kevin Holland, that Marvin Vettori went and followed, then got a title shot. And the fact that he was able to finish fighters that Robert Whittaker was not able to finish. All of those are very, very legitimate arguments. But what Derek needs to realize is you have to bring more to the table than just your resume. This is the UFC. The champion has a say in who he fights. People fight their whole career to become champions so they could get into pay-per-view points. The Derek Brunson versus Israel Adesanya fight does not get people excited. It just doesn't. I'm bored sitting here talking about it already. So what Derek needs to do is not so much sit down with Brett Okamoto and lay out his resume for fight fans. Any real fight fans knows Derek Brunson's resume. Derek needs to find a way to be engaging. Israel Adesanya versus Marvin Vettori worked because Marvin was engaging. Marvin talked smack. Marvin made you believe, hey, I'm better now. And whether that was true or not, Marvin brought a whole bunch of Italian Americans and probably just people from Italy to in front of their television to watch the pay-per-view. Marvin Vettori brought numbers. Robert Whittaker, that fight brings numbers because you got New Zealand versus Australia. You can sell that fight down bottom any day of the week. We've already seen Izzy versus Derek Brunson. Head kick, couple punches, fight over. So, if I'm Derek Brunson, I'll take a new strategy. He's poo-pooing. He seems to be poo-pooing on the idea of fighting Jared Cannonier next in a winner-takes-all number one contenders fight. And I'm wondering why. Go out there and beat him. If you look at what happened in 2020 last year, Gilbert Burns got all the way to a title shot because he never said no. If the fight makes sense, I'll do it. Derek Brunson versus Jared Cannonier makes sense. We already know Jared Cannonier will take it. He already said, I need the money. I need to get in there and fight to make money. Derek Brunson let us know he's not broke. He can wait. But what Derek also needs to realize is in October, Marvin Vettori is going to step in there with Paulo Costa. And if Paulo Costa goes in there, not so much Vettori. Vettori can get a first round knockout and still wouldn't get a title shot. But he could put himself right one fight away from a title shot with something spectacular. Paulo Costa goes in there and gets the first round knockout on Marvin Vettori. He's taking your shine. No one gives a damn about what Derek Brunson was saying in September. We're going to remember that knockout that we just saw last night. And all of a sudden, the MMA community is saying, oh my God, get Paulo Costa back in there for a title shot. So if you're Derek Brunson, you need to get your name attached to something fast. He was almost headed to the second best destination on this road when he was talking to Brett Okamoto, which would have been, hey, I don't want to sign up for another fight right now. The only thing I want to be is the replacement fighter for Adesanya versus Whittaker. He almost said it. He stopped short of saying it. But anything other than that, attach your name to the Jared Cannonier fight. Let's get it signed and let it be known to everybody. This fight is for the number one contendership. No ifs, ands, and buts. And of course, there's always ifs, ands, and buts. But if the two of you get together and make that the narrative, push that narrative, the rest of the community will run with it. And that is how I think Derek Brunson gets his title shot. You can't become the champion and then avoid people, so you may have to go through one more person before you get your championship fight. It is what it is. But Also, we need to see more from Derek Brunson than laying down on top of people and controlling the action that way. Yes, he was able to get the finish on Darren Till. Darren Till also hasn't fought in a number of months or years. A little rusty. And I'm not discounting anything that Derek went out there and did Saturday night. That was absolutely impressive. But I don't think fans want to sign up to see you try your best to get Izzy down 3 out of 5 rounds and then control him on the ground. That's not exciting for fans. It's probably not exciting for Izzy. And if that's going to be your strategy to go get the win, then you're going to have to do something spectacular before then to make us say, we really want to see that fight. Let me know down in the comments, do you disagree? Am I wrong here? Do you want to see Derek Brunson versus Israel Adesanya or Derek Brunson versus Robert Whittaker if Robert Whittaker gets the win? Do you think he should take the Cannonier fight? Do you think he should maybe make himself the replacement fighter? How do you think Derek Brunson should go about getting his title shot? We will be back again soon on Unsanctioned. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you soon.